So you want to know how much it costs to live in Rockwall, Texas? Well, good news. This video is going to be all about how much it costs to live here. So stay tuned. My name is Jennifer Shannon. I'm a real estate agent right here in Rockwall, Texas. In this video, we're going to talk about the cost of living when it comes to buying a home, renting, groceries, health insurance, and we'll compare it to some of the other major cities and the Metroplex as a whole. Metroplex is what we call the big Dallas-Fort Worth area. So make sure to click that subscribe button. I'm working on a ton of videos about Rockwall, what it's like to live here, the best areas, and I'm going to continue doing it. So you want to make sure to click that subscribe button and that little bell so you are notified whenever a new video goes live. We're going to start with housing prices. This is one of the things that makes it so attractive to live in Texas. For July 2021, the median price for a home in Rockwall County was $383,750. For Dallas County, it was $320,000. When you look at other markets in Texas, the median home prices in Q2 of 2021 were $307,200 for the Houston area and $515,100 for the Austin area. Outside of Texas, the median home price for Q2 of 2021 was $756,000 for LA, $348,600 for the area of Chicago, and $536,700 for the New York, Jersey City area. So that's owning a house, but what about renting? Well, according to Rent Cafe, the average rent for an apartment in Rockwall is $1,468 a month. The average rent in Houston is $1,172 a month. The average rent in Austin is $1,539 a month. Outside of Texas, LA has a rent of $2,450. It's $2,012 for Chicago, and Manhattan is a whopping $3,872 a month. So if you decide to rent a home or condo in Rockwall County, here's your year-to-date average for August 30th, 2021. A one-bedroom home will cost you about $1,245 a month, but good luck finding a one-bedroom home here. We actually don't have a lot of those available unless you go to an apartment complex. A two-bedroom home will cost you about $1,632 a month. A three-bedroom home will cost you about $2,010 a month. A four-bedroom home, and we have those, lots of them actually, will cost you about $2,467 a month in rent. So that talks about getting into a home and whether you're going to buy it or rent it. But let's also talk about the average cost for all the other stuff when it comes to living. To homeowners insurance. You gotta have it. And actually, Texas is high on the cost of insurance. And the average cost of homeowners insurance for a $250,000 dwelling is about $1,863 for the year. And that's on par with what you'll get in Rockwall. Your energy bill is gonna average about $175 a month. But the good news is that Texas is deregulated, and this simply means that consumers have options. They can compare rates and services of different third-party suppliers, and that's on a portion of the electricity bill. A gallon of gas currently costs $2.65, and right now it's August 2021 when I'm making this video. If you're watching this video much later, put a comment below asking for an update and I'll get you that information. If you like going to restaurants to eat, Rockwall has a mix of chain restaurants, but also some really good local favorites with new concepts arriving often. On the nicer end, an entree will run you about $20 to $30 with drinks about $10 a piece, and appetizers around $10 to $15 for these nice restaurants. Our grocery prices are 1.8% higher than the national average. And now on property taxes, I actually did a whole video about property taxes in Texas. We have high property taxes, and depending on where you are, even within the county of Rockwall, the tax rate can vary. We have PIDs, MUDs, PUDs, and you should definitely watch that video about taxes in Texas to get more information. Overall, Texas ranks as one of the highest for property tax rates. For a home in the city of Rockwall that is not in a special tax district, the current rate is 1.9931 in taxes paid for every $100 in assessed value. So that's property taxes, and then there's our state income tax. Just kidding. We actually do not have one. So yeah, our property taxes are high, but we don't pay a state income tax. Winning. So healthcare. So we're actually in a good place when it comes to our positioning with the rest of the country. We are below the national average when it comes to the cost of healthcare. And now what about commuting? Well, the average one-way commute in Rockwall takes a little over 32 minutes. The median income for Rockwall County, well, Rockwall County actually ranks the highest in the state for median household income, with a median household income of $105,763. That is a lot more than the median income of the neighboring county of Dallas, which is at $61,807. What's really interesting about that is the price for a home in Rockwall is only 20% higher than Dallas County, yet our median household income is 71% higher, meaning you have more margin with the income to house price ratio. Now, Rockwall is just one suburb of many in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. When you're looking at the cost of living, here's a map to show you where Rockwall lands in the bigger picture. And you can see the Metroplex is pretty huge because this is a picture of all of it. And we've got about 100 miles of space from side to side of this map. So here's where Rockwall lands on the map. And actually, Rockwall County is pretty much a square. And where you see Rockwall and Heath, these are areas that encompass Rockwall County. So on the north side, Rockwall County is kind of split with the Interstate 30 going this way. And you've got the north side and the south side. On the north side of Rockwall, it's a little older. There's actually on the east side of the city of Rockwall, there's some nice new construction that's come up. But on the north side of Rockwall, it's zip code 75087. And you've got a lot of really nice established communities up here. And then on the south side, you have some newer communities, some that are more affordable on the entry level side. But then you have this area known as Heath. And in Heath, this is where you're going to have more of the estate-sized type properties where they're going to be an acre or more. You're going to have bigger houses, and that's why we've got a higher cost of living, just because the average price of a house in this area is just higher because you've got more land and the houses are bigger. But this is Rockwall County overall. And also an interesting thing, the high schools, we have two high schools, one on the north side of Rockwall, one on the south side of Rockwall. So we're also seeing that you can see there's this arch around the north side of the Metroplex where the cost of living tends to be a little higher. And to put some things in perspective, so we've got the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport is actually right around here. And the place where the Cowboys play is right around here on the north side of Arlington. We also have the $5 billion mile is right around here between Plano and Frisco. And then some of the places with the most expensive real estate in the Metroplex are right here, smack in the middle of Dallas, on this space down here, the red box on the bottom portion, that's Highland Park, and then just north of that is University Park. And there's also some really expensive real estate around this end with South Lake. You can find some really nice expensive houses there, and even some up here in the north. And as you can see, that follows this extremely expensive cost of living that you're getting in these darker shaded places. If you have any questions about any of these areas, drop a comment below or contact me. I am a local real estate agent, and if you're thinking about moving to Rockwall, I can definitely help you with that and help you find an ideal place that works for you. And finally, be sure to subscribe to this page. I do a bunch of videos about what it's like to live in Rockwall, so if you're thinking of moving here, you'll want to subscribe and hit that bell so you are notified when I post something new. So I'll see you next time. Bye now.